In the lively town of Destinyville, Zarina the atheist and Ayan the theist continued exploring the concept of free will. One sunny day by the park, they sat under a tree, and Zarina brought up the topic again. "Zarina," Ayan said, "I believe that everything is predestined by God. Our paths are written and our choices are guided." Zarina, however, shook her head. "No way. I think we have the freedom to choose. Like, imagine someone dreams of becoming a lawyer, but they change their mind to become a doctor. So they end up pursuing medicine instead." Ayan smiled. "Yes, that's possible. God guides our choices, but it's up to us to make the journey meaningful. However, the outcome could be predestined. Like, as you said, if someone dreams of becoming a lawyer, but if God predestines them to be a doctor, they would definitely end up pursuing medicine instead. Let me explain further. Imagine someone is predestined to become a doctor, but the way they practice medicine isn't predetermined. They could save lives, unfortunately cause accidental harm, or even, heaven forbid, deliberately harm someone. The choice in their actions is where free will comes into play." Zarina nodded. "So the profession might be predestined, but how they go about it is up to them." Ayan chimed in with a bright tone, expressing another viewpoint. "You know, there are folks who suggest that God isn't directly involved in healing the sick. They credit doctors and medicines crafted by scientists for that. However, I see it differently. I believe it's God who rescues people by placing them under the compassionate care of skilled doctors and providing medicines composed of chemicals essentially created by God. Those therapeutic chemicals aren't inventions of scientists. They're part of God's creation. God equipped humans with brains and intelligence to care for their ailing fellow beings." Zarina nodded thoughtfully and replied, "That's an interesting perspective, Ayan. So, you see healing as a collaboration between God, doctors, and the natural elements." "Absolutely," Ayan agreed. "Now consider a more dramatic example. Let's say an individual was predestined to cause harm. The outcome, the loss of innocent lives, was predestined, but how that individual carried out their actions was not. It could have been an accident, a deliberate act, or even a misguided attempt to actually save everyone. God judges us on our intentions, not just the outcomes." Zarina smiled. "I get it now. The choices we make, even if influenced by God, still allow for different paths and outcomes." "Exactly," Ayan exclaimed with a cheerful twinkle in his eye. "Now, let's sprinkle in a bit of fruity fun with a simple example of choosing between an apple and a banana.
Oh, yummy.
Picture this. Someone's all set to munch on a delicious apple.
Yummy. Yummy.
But hold on.
Oh.
They originally had their heart set on a banana.
Yummy.
But with a little nudge from God, they go for the apple with a smile. Now here's the real twist. How they get that apple is like a mini adventure. They could buy it, sweet talk a friend into sharing, or for the brave souls, attempt a daring apple mission, perhaps even with a touch of mischief. The whole process of grabbing that fruity delight is where our free will gets to dance and play. Zarina giggled. I see. So it's like a fruity treasure hunt. Absolutely. Ayan chimed in with a grin. Let's add a dash of color to our friendly exploration. Imagine someone all set to snag a pair of snazzy red shoes. But here comes the twist. They suddenly feel the urge to switch it up and go for a dazzling blue pair. Now, here's where the magic happens. Buying the blue shoes was predestined, but oh, the journey to snag them is where the free will tap dance begins. They could easily find another pair of blue shoes in the same shop, or for the thrill seekers, there's just one single pair, and it's already claimed by another customer. Get ready for a fun and silly scuffle over those amazing blue shoes. Zarina giggled. So, it's like a colorful shoe showdown. Zarina pondered for a moment. So, God already knows the final destination, but what matters is our choices. Yes, Ayan replied. God sees our intentions, the choices we make, and how we navigate the path. Our actions may have consequences, and some outcomes may be predestined. But the journey is in our hands. Ms. Zarina and Ayan continued their discussions. They explored the intertwined complexity of apples, bananas, shoes, doctors, and tragic events. They realized that even with different beliefs, they could appreciate the depth of free will and destiny. In Destinyville, their friendship blossomed, proving that understanding each other's perspectives could lead to a harmonious coexistence in a world where choices and destinies intertwined.